Take two, okay? This is a learning process, trust me, because we are not in our normal place that I do my lives on Facebook, because I wanted to introduce you to our new bad boy, big boy, whatever. I know there are a lot of these guys on the market, but Pampered Chef now, we have kicked it out of the park. This is really cool, and I'm really excited because of what they've done to it. And I'm going to kind of go over, do just a real brief overview, but I promise you on my YouTube channel, which this is going to go to as well, my YouTube channel, The Blind Side of Cooking, we're going to also demo, or I will also demo using this for making cookies. I used to make chocolate chip cookies from scratch all the time when my kids were little. Now I'm a break and bake girl, okay? So I'm gonna get so good with this mixer that I might start another YouTube channel called The Blind Baker. Wouldn't that be fun? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I want to introduce you and just do a general overview of how cool he is. I've been told he's a beautiful, sleek, black and silver, and I kind of want to do what we do in our family. We name our cars. So I'm going to think about a name for this guy, and when we get together next time on my YouTube channel, I'm going to have a name for him, okay? So, and depending on how cooperative he is with me, that will determine his name, right? So anyway, but I just wanted to show you some of the features real quick, and bear with me. I'm also going to be coming on later today to give you a medical update, because it's really, really good news. And usually I come on here and do that, but I just need you to bear with me that I am actually showing you some of my Pampered Chef stuff, which I typically don't do, but you're going to just have to bear with me and deal with it, okay? So anyway, this is our guy. There's a switch here in the back that turns it off and on, and you can hear the beep when it goes on, off and on. Super, super easy. Also, there is a handle back here that I can hold on to and then lift up the front so I can turn him and scoot him and move him wherever I need to go. And then right below that carrying handle is the little flippy thing that allows this to raise up, ta-da, so I can put in my beaters, okay? Super, super easy. Here's the bowl, and something that I've learned is everybody has a preference as to what side the handle is on, right? We have lefties out there, right-handed people, and then if you prefer, you can actually have the handle in the front, but it just twists and then releases just like that, okay? And then if I go to put it back on, I just set it back down just like that and twist, and it is on there nice and snug, okay? Same thing, I would just kind of find the spot to where it goes down and then twist it to the side, and then the handle would be in the front, and then vice versa, okay? Isn't that cool? Okay, next thing that I wanted to show you is it has 3 different blades that it comes with. This is our beater blade, and it's got the scraper on the one side. This is silicone coated, okay? And then there is the whisk blade, okay? Now just to tell you how uneducated I am when it comes to baking, so almost got into an argument with my husband because this was in there and I felt it, and I was just kind of equating it to the old hand mixers that we had, right? And how many beaters do we typically put in hand mixers? 2, right? So I was expecting there to be 2 of these big guys. Nope, just 1. And so Tim had put this up on a shelf, and I was just swearing, there's got to be another one. There's got to be another one somewhere. Nope, this was it. So it's just 1 blade for this mixer. And then this piece right here, I thought this was something that snuck in from the garage. I was like, what the heck? Don't even know what that is. But we can actually make bread with this mixer and knead dough. So make our own pizza dough. It's really going to kind of be have some fun times. It could be very entertaining and it could be very messy at times, but that's how you learn, right? Exactly. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to put this blade in. There's notches in the top right here, which sometimes is hard for me to feel. So I have realized that I can use this whisking side as my guide, okay? And he's gonna go towards the back of the bowl when I go to put him on. And so I'm gonna just stick that right there. And see if I've gotten it. Yep, I feel it pushing up. And then I'm gonna turn. I think, did I get it? Almost. Okay. Twist to this side. I think. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Get the list to the back. I got my helper here, so. Okay, now turn. Okay. It's in, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's in. All right, there's the beater blade. How easy is that for the blind lady? Okay, so, and then I would literally just put this little flipper handle down, and he's down the bowl ready to go. Okay, so now I'm going to turn him a little bit this way towards the camera. I don't know if that works. We'll see. All right, a little bit more. I don't know. Okay, so the reason why I turned it a little bit is I wanted you to see this dial. This is what's going to be so cool, and I'm going to have to think of an acronym, okay? But there are 6 different settings on this dial, and if I turn the power on, you'll hear it click when I do it. Okay, now it's on. So the first one is custom, which means then you can set the time to whatever you want, however you're mixing, all of that sort of stuff. So it's custom is the first one that's on there. Then you turn the dial to the right, and I believe the next one is whip, right? And then the next one, I believe, is beep, cream. Okay, so doing frostings and things like that. And then the next one is mix. Okay, now all these below the custom have the time settings on there done. And what I've learned from people that bake or that are learning to bake, and they're learning how to make, say, buttercream frosting from scratch, that they say you need to whisk it until it reaches a certain consistency or whatever. And nobody knows how long it is, you know. I'm kind of a minute type person. So what is so cool about that, and it's so helpful for me being blind, is if I turn that dial and I am whipping some frosting or anything like that, I don't have to worry about the length of time. It's going to do it exactly what needs to be done, and then it'll stop, okay? And then the next one after whip is beat. Okay, I'm thinking of beaten eggs, but who knows what else. And then the last one is knead. Is that correct? Right? Yes. Knead. So that's the one we would use for our dough, that hook that I thought belonged in the garage. Okay? So I'm going to learn this order that it comes in, and then you push the button, boom, and it starts. And I'm not starting it because I don't have anything in there. Okay? So isn't this fun? Okay, I know that there's a ton of these out on the market, but I'm excited that Pampered Chef has joined the party, okay? And I think they've done a stellar job of just making ours stand out in the crowd. And I know you guys, they're going to add more attachments. Just like there's more attachments to those other brands out there, they will add more things that's going to make this more valuable to you, the baker, okay? Like I said, who knows, we might have another YouTube channel on our way. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. This is also going to be on my YouTube channel, but also just to encourage you guys to go to my YouTube channel, The Blind Side of Cooking. There are some things on there, and I actually did make some blueberry hand pies, so I did make a recipe. I did, I promise. And there's going to be more videos coming. And share it and tell everybody else about it. I'd love to get more people following as far as that goes. Okay? So I just wanted to come on here live. I needed you to just kind of humor me. I will be on later to give you a health update because it is really, really good news. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And we're almost at the weekend, right? Okay? So have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.